Morning all, welcome to the Hiker channel. Trigger on the path. This is where we get trampled to death. Again, as you come through, just getting back up onto the river. So you've got the old Chip and Lobster pub there, right on the river. You go past it doesn't look much, but again, the food's great. Used to be thriving, but I think it's a victim of the industrial area now, where that's kind of declined around the area. And as it was a busy port and the sea school and everything is shut, I think it kind of dies a death, but it stays hanging on for grim death. Got a few friends that go in there when they're fishing, but again, it's somewhere to stop en route if you're coming back the other way. I'd love to show you the river, but that's all you can see this morning. Misty, dank, a bit crappy really. Nice in the summer. It's definitely more of a summer trail, this one. I'll show you a little bit of down here. This is the last bit of seawall before we get out onto the marshes. When you do go onto the marshes, just so you're aware, there are live animals on there. Mainly horses, to be fair, and they're all right. They tend to leave you alone. Now and again, you'll get a couple come up. Be careful in foaling season, because they do get a bit skitty. So yeah, just give them a bit of a wide berth and treat them with respect, and you'll be fine, I'm sure. And again, if it's been raining a lot around here, and we'll show you in a bit, it does get very, very boggy around here. Don't say you haven't been warned. I'll give you fair warning on my videos as well. I do waffle a lot, an awful lot. I'll try and cut some of it out by editing, but I guess stick in the comments, let us know what you want to know. We do a lot of hiking around North Kent. This is kind of like a training ground. You'll see in the trailer if you watch the trailer. We do this and we train, and then we do a big challenge once a year as the Who Hikers. And we support our local hospice, the Melza, when we do the challenge. The challenges are normally over 3 or 4 days, normally around about 100 miles. But again, I'll put some stuff onto the channel so you can have a look. And hit the buttons for our Facebook page and our Instagram. It'll get you up to date of what we do and where we are, and it'll show you the rest of the team. The team's a little bit depleted at the moment, but we'll be building that back up throughout 2022. So I'll bore you a little bit more with this little bit through here, so that's not great. And the view across the river. Across the river, if you could see it, you've got Tilbury Fort across there as well, which again was part of the Thames defences. I think that's a bit like a live museum still over there, so it's still in good shape. And as we go down through the marshes, we go past another 2 of the forts that were built down there, Shawmead Fort and Cliff Fort. Shawmead, as you'll see when we go down there, is quite derelict. It was blown up by the engineers in World War II, so they could practice. So just so you know, so this is the new Thames path. A lot of the signs for that on the way, which is a good thing. They've just opened it because it means that our path is better. So there you go, there's the Thames. Get some guys down there fishing. A lot of fishing down here. Especially in the cold weather, you get a lot of cod caught off the other end, I believe. So that's where we're heading. You can't see much of it, but you can see the start of it's quite boggy. We'll catch up a little bit later on. There you go, I was saying a bit earlier on, that's not a stream, that's actually a puddle there. And there you go, there's the marsh, horses, minding their own business. I say if you're good with them, they'll leave you alone. Saying that, probably be filmed now being trampled to death by one. Again, that mist is not clearing. Still quite early. Hopefully it'll burn off a bit later on. We get some decent shots, which will be good. This path is kind of like this for a while now. I mean, if you can see, that's where we came from a little while ago. But you can see that far. Believe it or not, we've got the river there. And then on this path for a good hour or so, having a trundle down and so I'll show you where the first of the faults are. We'll probably stop and have a brew at the second fault and have a bit of scoff. Taking the lovely scenery of the marshes. Oh, there he is, look. Trigger on the path. This is where we get trampled to death. His path and he's going nowhere. We'll see. Did you bring treats out for the horses?
Yeah, carrots.
Carrots for the horses. Then they'll follow us for the next 50 miles. But all good. It would just seem like these horses are following us for miles now. And as they slowly meander down the marshes to graze. Yeah, this bruiser. They don't really like walking around the back of horses because they get a bit twitchy. So got to turn the video off, and then if you see us again a little while down by the fort, you know we got past the horses all right. If the video ends here, you know what happened. So it's carrying on walking down here. It's been the same all the way down. Muddy, still foggy, still the same trail. Well, what we are coming up on now is, you can just see the outline of it there. That's the old Sean Bridge Fort. Built, I'm told, by General Gordon back in the day to defend the Thames from the old enemy. And then the Second World War, it was used as practice for, I believe, the Royal Engineers to blow shit up. What I'll do is I'll try and get some drone footage from one of the members of Who Hikers. I know they've taken some footage of the fort back in the summer. You can have a good look around it. There's not a lot there to see. There's a bit of shelter there if you're on the path and it's pissing down. It's also a good place to stop to have a brew up if you're coming from the other way, or if you're on your way back from doing the double run. Had me a bacon sandwich sitting in the old fort battlements. You get a few wild campers down here as well, a few of the guys fishing during the summer months. Whether you still do it, I don't know, but you used to get a lot of kids on scramblers and stuff around here. I myself used to come down here as a kid and get the bikes out and then wait till we got chased away. So that's Sean Fort. Honestly, the old weather's not too bad today. It's a bit misty, it's a little bit cold, a bit damp, but last few days it's been thick frost, so we got away with that a little bit, I think. And it's not raining, which is always good. The path so far down here has been pretty much a quagmire. Had to do a few route rounds the path because it's absolutely flooded. There you go, there's a couple of the old gun emplacements. So just the other side of them are some shelter where you can take refuge. We're heading that way. There's a Thames there, you see it just in the distance there. One of the things that stick out of the water, whether it's a weather station, a buoy or a lighthouse, I have no clue. But it looks a bit spooky at the moment. One of the things you will find on this path as you walk down here is the wildlife. So if you're a bit of a twitcher or like your wildlife, it's a prime spot. And as we get further down, there's a bit of a reserve down there where you'll find quite a few different species of birds and other furry rodents and stuff. And especially in the summertime when everything's out. As we head down towards there, there's quite a few little tributaries where there's different ducks and frogs and Christ knows what else. So all good. Again, in the summertime, great place to come and have your scoff, pitch up, have a brew, generally chill out. Not averse to sitting down on the banks there by the battlements on this side of it and having a bit of a kip as we go through the videos on this channel over the months. You'll see I do like a bit of a kip. There you go, Sean Fault.